Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Crypto. My name's Don. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching today's video. I have another exciting Coffee and Crypto episode for you with some news regarding BRC20 tokens, as well as an update with the Coinbase and Pepe fiasco that I covered on yesterday's video. So if you did watch yesterday's video, you'll know exactly what I am talking about. First things first, as ever, I'm going to cover the current prices of the top 10 crypto, and then we'll move on to the news. Now, stick around till the end of the video. I do have big news coming from BITGET, and with regards to another airdrop and potential to get in early on a project. Now, again, like I said, stick around to the end of the video and I will move on to that. First things first, the prices then. So the prices aren't looking as juicy as they were, well, this time last week, or even yesterday, but Bitcoin's currently down 4% on the day, sitting at 26,300. We then have Ethereum down around 3% on the day, sitting at 1,760. BNB at 304. XRP sitting at just below 43 cents, is actually up 1% on the day. We then have Cardano, which is sitting at 36 cents. Dogecoin at 0.07. Solana at $20, and then Matic sitting at 83 cents. So all in all, down around 3 or 4% on average on the day across the board on the market. However, it is Friday, so happy Friday first and foremost. If you are watching this on Friday, of course, which you should be watching this live every single morning, and you should have your post notifications turned on to know when I go live. But Fridays mean what? Well, usually it means a bit of a pump in the market or a bit of pump in price, and I'm hopeful that we'll see a little bit of a market correction, although we do have some things timing out today. I think there's like $900 million worth of options or something ending today, so that could cause a bit of price decrease, but it could just do the opposite because everyone thinks it will go down, and usually crypto goes the opposite to how you expect it. So yeah, fingers crossed that we see some upside movement today and across the weekend, but again, not too worried about the short-term price action, to be honest, and neither should you. You should be long-term investors and focused on the bigger wins, the bigger picture, and the next upcoming bull cycle. So the first article, or the first part I want to touch on is BRC20. So you may or may not have heard of BRC20. The reason I'm bringing this to your attention is, well, I saw this article on yesterday's stream, but I wanted to do a separate stream for it. So BRC20 then, so the tokens have surpassed a $1 billion market cap, and this is as providers look to prepare integration to wallets. Now, the growth in BRC20 tokens comes just 2 months after the creation of the Bitcoin token fungibility protocol. So this is similar to ERC20, which is the Ethereum side of things. This is just a Bitcoin version. That's essentially it. I will go into a bit more detail in what it actually is, but this is the main article I wanted to show you first because it caught my attention the other day, and I think it's just something to look out for. I think BRC20, especially at a very early stage, could be something that's potentially worthwhile looking at and potentially investing in BRC20 tokens, because as you know with crypto, the earlier you get involved in projects, 9 times out of 10, you tend to do a lot better than the next guy who doesn't get invested so early. So that's why I feel like bringing this to your attention as soon as possible is worth a bit of news, a bit of coverage on Coffee and Crypto. Now, you know, not just anything makes it onto Coffee and Crypto. I do handpick and I do select what I chat about on Coffee and Crypto. So you know, if I'm chatting about it and I'm bringing it to you in the morning, you know that it's worthwhile listening to. So, first of all then, what is BRC20? So like I've already said, it's essentially the same version of ERC, which is Ethereum's, but it's on the Bitcoin network. So, let's go through and see if I can cross this off. So BRC20 then, so the origins first, I'm going to start just here. So BRC20 is one to look out for in the blockchain industry. The fungible token standard designed for the Bitcoin blockchain is the talk of the crypto space, alongside the ongoing meme coin trend. Now, the BRC20 token standard was created using ordinals and inscriptions saved on the Bitcoin base chain. Therefore, the token standard originated from creating the ordinals protocol. Now, please remember this here, ordinals protocol, I'll come on to that again, which allows users to inscribe any file on-chain on Bitcoin. So, when this guy Casey had launched the Ordinals protocol in January 2023, so again, it's only literally just out this year, that's how fresh it is, he found a way to index every Satoshi and track it throughout the Bitcoin network. Satoshi is the smallest unit of Bitcoin. You should know that by now. If you don't already, then you do know. A Satoshi is the smallest. So you might hear people say, I bought 50,000 Satoshis. And you're like, what the hell does that mean? And essentially, it's just the smallest unit that you can measure Bitcoin in. So you get 1.2 Bitcoin or 0.2 or 0.3 or 0.5. Well, you can also make it even smaller denominations, and they're called Satoshis. So there you go. Now, these Satoshis can be inscribed with arbitrary content, unleashing native Bitcoin digital collectibles, or our favourite, non-fungible tokens. In simple terms, which is the most preferred option here, inscriptions are like NFTs made on Satoshis, which are tracked and transferred using ordinal theory, again, this word ordinal, giving individuals identities and allowing them to be shared across transactions. They are as durable, immutable, secure, and decentralized as Bitcoin. So, next part then, ERC20. So you've all heard of ERC20 with, I mean, pretty much every token that you use, or if you're moving USDT or whatever it may be, if you're moving crypto around, the chances are you need to send it ERC20. That's kind of the norm. So, big question, is ERC20 similar to BRC20? So, now that you know BRC20 tokens are they similar to Ethereum's native token? Well, no, they're not. They are, but they're not, because that's the most relevant or the most similar type of thing that I can put towards. But how they work is not quite the same because of proof of work and proof of stake. So the BRC20 token standard utilizes proof of work mechanism, while ERC20 uses proof of stake. Now again, you should all be familiar with that. Essentially recently, Ethereum had moved to proof of stake from proof of work. Again, long story short, you would have seen the updates with Ethereum 2.0 going live, and this is kind of why it had done that. Now, the significant difference between both networks is EVM capability. BRC20 does not support smart contracts, allowing developers to create different programmable tokens and financial products. However, despite the limitations, the blockchain recently crossed a $6 billion mark in market capitalization after launch. So, again, won't go much further onto this article. Essentially, the main thing that you need to know about BRC20, and the reason I'm bringing it to you, is the fact that it's super new. So it only came out in around January. Well, it's been around 2 months, really. It's been live, but it was rolled out in January, or created on ordinals in January. I believe it's important to pay attention to things like this that are up and coming in crypto, and things that are, it's ERC is going to rule the way. Ethereum's much quicker, but BRC still has a massive place and a massive point to prove in regards to the fact that it's worth a few $1 billion already, and it's only a few months old. So yeah, worth taking a look at. Again, the thing I wanted to mention at the end of this was the BitGET kind of airdrop stuff. That's a little bit about BRC20 as well. So I've managed to tie this all in quite well to try and let you understand a little bit about BRC20, but then also show you why I think it's important. So yeah, stick around to the end of the video and you'll see exactly what I am talking about. Next up then, is a bit of news from Metamask. So everyone uses Metamask, or you've at least used Metamask. Everyone probably uses PayPal as well. Now, this news is for US users, but if you have been a fan of the channel and watched the channel for quite some time, you'll know that I often cover American or US news first, because what tends to happen is it launches in the US and then it trickles down into the UK market or worldwide market, and then we get to use the exact same option. So it's always good to see essentially what's happening in the US with crypto, because it means that we're getting it in a month or two's time. So this article then is Metamask rolls out Ethereum purchases via PayPal to US users. Now, the crypto wallet, and we all know who this is, Metamask has started rolling out Ether purchases via PayPal for US users in the US, one of Metamask's biggest markets. The company claims to be the first Web3 wallet to offer Ethereum transactions via PayPal. Now, PayPal made the headlines, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, to say that they were going to start offering crypto services, and everyone kind of lost their mind, because I think PayPal have something like 50 million, or no, 350 million, I can't remember the exact number, maybe it's in this article, I can't remember, but PayPal have like a ridiculous amount of users worldwide, and it's used worldwide, and the fact that they were then bringing crypto to the platform was absolutely huge. So moving forward a few years, we're now seeing Metamask, which is a decentralized app, teaming up with PayPal to offer services. So it just shows you again, I mentioned this last week, but all this bullish news just continues to come out throughout the bear market, or whatever market we're in at the moment. The market's a bit all over the place, but the news articles are still positive, there's still bullish news, and it's something that you need to really dial in and look into more. You see a lot of people fall away from crypto when the market's kind of boring or it's not going up as much, but again, I say this so often, these people are not going to make it. They're the guys that are going to get back into crypto once it's mooned, and then complain that crypto's super high and it's a scam and all this nonsense. So if you are sticking around and you're watching these videos and you're still investing, then deuces to you, well done. I applaud you first and foremost for doing that, because there's so many people that run away. But bullish news happens day in, day out within this space, and you will be, what's the word I'm looking for? You'll be thanked in a financially. That's maybe the word I'm looking for. You'll be thanked financially by crypto for sticking around. So, through the collaboration, American users can now choose PayPal as their payment method when buying Ethereum using Metamask. The integration also makes it possible to transfer ETH from PayPal to Metamask. So, the financial technology firm teamed up with Metamask parent company Coinbase last December, claiming the partnership would allow users to buy crypto seamlessly and explore the Web3 ecosystem easily. So here's the tweet here from Metamask. Did you know, Metamask is the first Web3 wallet to enable users to buy Ethereum using PayPal. So, pretty big news. Again, not really affecting our guys in the UK, but for our American viewers, then you can buy Ethereum with PayPal on Metamask. So it's a win-win, it's bullish, it's positive, it's what I like to see when I'm looking for news articles, and hopefully you enjoy that too. Moving on to a bit of an update from yesterday's video then. So you'll see that I covered a bit yesterday about, there was a tweet going about, or a trending tweet going about hashtag delete Coinbase. So that was happening yesterday, and essentially the whole point of it was back in like something like 2016 or whatever it was, an article or a news letter came out from Coinbase saying that Pepe was a threat, or it's not good for the crypto space and stuff. And basically all the 14-year-old Pepe investors were not happy. They were kicking off. They were trying to get trending, hashtag delete Coinbase, and actually they were quite successful. It did trend, but yeah, they were tweeting and demanding an apology, and yeah, there's a lot happening yesterday, and yeah, there's been an update, so I'm going to cover the update, and well, you can see it from your screen right here. Coinbase says, we screwed up, and they apologised for the Pepe newsletter. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. They fell into the FUD, but hey ho, Coinbase will be Coinbase. So Coinbase has come out with an apology for its newsletter suggesting Pepe the Frog was a hate symbol. The CLO, Paul Grewal, issued the mea culpa shortly after hashtag delete Coinbase trended on Twitter. Many of them from customers vowing to delete the app and close their accounts. Grewal wrote on Twitter, "We screwed up and we are sorry. Yesterday we shared an overview of the Pepe meme coin to provide a fact-based picture of trending topic. This did not provide the whole picture of the history of the meme and we apologise to the community." Like, crypto frustrates me so much sometimes, especially when it comes to memes. Again, if you followed these Coffee and Cryptos for the past few weeks, I've never understood the Pepe meme. I'm not that much of a geek to follow memes or whatever it may be, and I'm not just talking about crypto memes. The Pepe meme's been around for like 20 years or something ridiculous. I've just never been that type of person to care about memes. But again, a lot of people do care about memes. A lot of people in crypto apparently care about memes, and a lot of them got a little bit upset, a wee bit sad. They were quite upset when Coinbase decided to say that Pepe was not good for the crypto space, essentially. Which, look, I kind of back them. I love making money. I said this on yesterday's stream. I love making money from crypto. I love nothing more than making money from crypto. And if it's a meme coin that's going to make me money, then I'm going to dive in a little bit and just see how it goes. The difference between me and another type of investor who only invests in meme coins is they think that the meme coin's going to the moon and it's going to stay there and it's going to change the world and it's going to be currency. We're going to use Pepe in Starbucks and whatever. So there's a difference between how I view meme coins than me being fairly normal-ish, and then people who are meme lovers and children, essentially, who threw the dummies out the pram when Pepe was was upset by Coinbase. Look, it is what it is. I wanted to cover it and update it because I covered it on yesterday's video, and I think it's hilarious how people react to things in crypto. And this Pepe thing it's really went a bit crazy recently. But look, who knows what's going to happen with these meme coins? They haven't been doing too well the past few days, but then again, neither has Bitcoin, neither has any of the big projects. So maybe it's not all meme coins' fault. Anyway, that's the update. That's the change from Coinbase's opinion, or Paul Grewal's opinion on how Pepe is viewed. He's just, look, I get what he's trying to do. He's just protecting himself and protecting his business. He probably still thinks it's not great for crypto. He just can't publicly speak out about it or else he'll be cancelled. The cancel culture strikes again. Okay, so moving swiftly on to some more realistically exciting news, I would say, and it's regarding the BitGet Launchpad. Now, I did bring some BitGet news last week or 2 weeks ago regarding a upcoming airdrop, an upcoming project that you can get early investment in. Now, that project done something like 8,000%, I think it was. I've got a chart I can show you in just a sec. But yeah, I'm quite liking these projects from BitGet, and I found another one. So we obviously have an affiliate link with BitGet, so it makes sense for me to bring you topics on BitGet and projects on BitGet because I personally use BitGet, Deck personally uses BitGet, and I know a lot of our users personally use BitGet as well. So I enjoy finding things like this to bring to you throughout these Coffee and Crypto episodes, and hopefully you can get involved and make the 8,000% gains or whatever it may be that these projects can get. So let me cover it off, then I'll show you some charts, talk a little bit about it, and let you know how you can get involved if you fancy getting involved. So here we go. So the first part then is actually two things I want to show you. The first one being is BIP1 or BIP1 is to launch on the Launchpad. So I've mentioned the Launchpad from BitGet a couple of times now on the channel, but the BitGet is about to launch Bitcoin Improvement Proposals 1, so BIP1, on the Launchpad with a BGB pool and a Sunshine pool. So what is BIP1. That's probably the main question. So BIP1 is a BRC20 token. So remember how I covered the BRC20 stuff at the start of this video to try and help kind of let you understand it a bit more. And it's on the Ordinals protocol. Again, another word I had said to look out for. Representing itself as Bitcoin's first improvement proposal, BIP1 symbolises the continuous improvement of the Bitcoin network, and it's a testimony to the contributions of BRC20 on the Bitcoin ecosystem. So this is essentially just what I've already covered at the start of today's video, but letting you know that BIP1 is the project that they are launching on the Launchpad. So here's some information here now. I won't go through every single part of it here because it will take me forever. What you can do though is pause this video, read over this here and the numbers and how many percentages you'll get or how much is available. That's your best bet. Pause today's video, have a read over it, press play, and I'll continue through. But essentially, there's a total supply of 21 million BIP1 tokens. There'll be a Launchpad volume and a BGB volume and also a Sunshine Pool volume as well, or a pool rather, which again here as you can see is 10% and then 90% as well. So, first things first then, how do you participate, which is kind of one of the main questions I would imagine, is of course sign up to a BitGet account if you don't already have one and complete KYC verification. Now if you don't have a BitGet account already, there is a link in today's description. It should be the very top link. If you click that, follow through the link and complete KYC verification, you'll then be eligible or accessible to these launch pads. Now, again, it's an affiliate link. We get a little kickback and you also get a kickback as a deposit bonus for using today's link. So it helps support the channel and it also means you get a little kind of bonus as well. Now, once you've done that, you'll then log into the Launchpad page, which again, you can link from this page or you can find it from BitGet's main website. You then need to hold BGB, which is BitGet's token, in your asset account so that your average BGB holding volume can be calculated based on the snapshots taken from May 11th, which again, that was yesterday, but you can still get involved and, today essentially, and they will then be able to give you an average holding and release your tokens, but you do need to have at least 2,000 BGB. So please make sure if you are taking part in this and you actually want to make sure that you're getting some sort of involvement with the distribution, 2,000 BGB tokens is the bare minimum. Now here then, so no tokens will be distributed to accounts with an average BGB holding volume less than 200. So again, I need to reiterate this because it's really important. I don't want people coming back and saying, I tried it and I didn't get anything, what have I done wrong? That is maybe what you've done wrong. So make sure you have at least 2,000. For accounts with an average BGB holdings of less than 2,000, the balance will be shown under My BGB Holdings instead of Total BGB Holdings. Again, pause today's video if you do miss anything or you want to read a little bit more into detail of what I'm covering, or you can simply check out BitGet's website again from the link in today's description and read this in your own time because there is quite a lot to get through. Okay, so the BGB tokens then, you can see an estimated number of tickets on your account during the snapshot period. Your average BGB holdings divided by the total average holdings of all participating users times the total Launchpad tickets in the BGB pool. That's how you get the final ticket allocation. The number of allocated tickets is always rounded down, and if a user would be allocated 1.9 tickets, they are allocated 1 ticket. If a user is allocated 0.5, then they are allocated 0 tickets. Okay, so again, very important that you understand this because I don't want people coming back and thinking you didn't get the right amount. I can't help you, unfortunately, with that. You need to make sure that you're following through and you fall into make sure you're eligible for the tokens first and foremost. Now, I mentioned that there was a previous project that I'd spoken about on the channel. You may remember this. It was called Sleep, or ZZZ, which I'm going to just bring over a screenshot for you onto the page, if you can see that. Now, this was the most recent one. Oh, yeah, almost 8,000%. So it done 7,992% in the first week, which is absolutely insane. Now, don't get me wrong, that doesn't guarantee that the new project will do that. I can't guarantee that, unfortunately. Nothing I ever provide is financial advice. And don't just do something because I've mentioned it. Always do your own research. But I like to provide these things and show you the kind of previous on what's possible in some of these projects. So you'll see in February, one of them done 20,000%. In March, it done almost 15,000%. And then in April, the one I mentioned on the channel, ZZZ or ZZZ, it done almost 8,000% in the first week of listing. So pretty intense how much you can actually make from these, and that's why I try and bring you them as early as possible on the channel, especially now because this is a BRC20 project and I'm super excited about the BRC20 in general, so that's just made sense to actually bring to you today. Now, the Sunshine Pool, I mentioned a little bit about the Sunshine Pool, so just quickly want to run over this. So the Sunshine Pool has 210,000 BIP1 available, and how to participate in that. You would need to first participate in the BGB pool, but if you've received less than one ticket, you can grab a share of the 210,000 BIP Sunshine Pool. And that's after the results of the BGP. Count how many times I've said BGP. I feel like I've said it, I don't know, 10 times. BGB holding pool are announced on May 14th, which is in 2 days' time. Each user can get up to 105 BIP1, and BIP1 rewards from the Sunshine Pool will be automatically swapped with BGB, and details will be disclosed after the results and the BGP. Every time I say it, I'm now more cautious of the fact that I'm saying BGB 1,000 times. BGB holding pool are announced May 14th. So essentially, you don't have much time is the kind of the moral of this story. You don't have a lot of time to get involved in this. Today and tomorrow would be the kind of last few days available. So if you are interested in doing it, make sure you do it ASAP. Drop the link in click the link in today's description and get a BitGet account and look into this and jump on board if you fancy it. Now, the other part I wanted to show you was an airdrop as well, so I'll try and be quite quick with this one. Again, pause the video at any point and please read in full detail. So they are doing a super airdrop as well. So this is all to do with the BGB token once again. So participation rules then: to be eligible for the rewards, participants must meet the minimum BGB holding threshold of 4,000 BGB for a period of 15 consecutive days before the opening day for trading of the newly listed token. Now, if on any of these days the user's BGB holdings fall below 4,000 BGB, they will no longer be eligible for a super airdrop. Now, I'm sure you've probably had an airdrop before. We've had many in the past, and we've covered many airdrops in the past. They are essentially a way of getting free coins, literally for doing nothing but holding a certain project. And in this sense, BitGet want you to hold their own token, BGB, hold at least 4,000 of them, and for doing so, you will get a share of their airdrop. It's literally that easy. You do nothing. It doesn't cost you anything. You simply need to hold 4,000 of their token. BitGet will calculate the user's daily average BGB holdings during the 15-day snapshot period, and then the user reward, so the user's daily average BGB holdings divided by the sum of all participants' daily average BGB holdings times the prize pool, and that's how they work out how much you actually get. So projects in the Launchpad, Launch Pool and Candy Bomb are not included in the Super Airdrop promotion. Now, this is important because I've just covered a project that's in the Launchpad, and the previous project, Go Sleep, that I mentioned was in Candy Bomb as well, so it wouldn't fall into this category. That's why it needs to be separate, 4,000 BGB. So, again, there's a little bit here regarding some notes and how you would get it, but essentially you really need to hold 4,000 BGB for 15 days prior to launch, and you still have some time to do so. So again, if you want to do so, drop today into the description, get a BitGet account, fund your account, and get 4,000 BGB tokens and hold them in your account ahead of this super airdrop. If you need any more information on anything from the BitGet stuff that I've covered today, first of all, you can pause today's video, I've already said that, or you can visit the BitGet website, which is linked in today's description, and click onto their Launchpad and to their announcement center and read a lot more in detail, which I do highly recommend you do. Don't just do something because I've told you. I've done my own research. I want to try and participate in this. It doesn't mean that you have to. Now, previous gains that we've seen doesn't always necessarily mean that the future gains will be the same. Please remember that. You could gain 8,000%, but you could potentially lose and not make any money. So same goes with anything in crypto. Do your own research. This is never financial advice. I'm just wanting to bring you some new and exciting projects that I think are worthwhile looking at, especially on BitGet. And yeah, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully I've provided a bit of value today in regards to the BRC20. Today's Coffee and Crypto was a bit more educational than news focused, but we did have some juicy news in there as well, so I hope you enjoyed that. Happy Friday to everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please drop a like on today's video, and if you haven't, subscribe to the channel, or at least consider subscribing to the channel. It's free for you to do so. It doesn't cost you a penny to subscribe, but it really helps me come and do this every single morning and bring you as much kind of crypto news and updates for you as possible. So yeah, so you'll be helping me, you'll be helping the channel, and I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. My name's Don. As ever, I will see you every single weekday for Coffee and Crypto. So I'll see you on Monday for the next episode of Coffee and Crypto. Thanks again, and I hope you all have a great weekend.